Hi, Tara Vossenkemper here, founder of Simplify Your Existence and Life and Relationship Coach. So I got a request that I absolutely want to honor because this is something that is very significant, I think, for a lot of people. And this person in particular wanted me to talk about self-limiting beliefs. So I'm going to define them. Just define them so you have an understanding of where I'm coming from. And then I'm also going to talk about how they might show up in your life and what we can do about them. So, self-limiting belief is literally any belief that you hold true that shuts you down in some capacity, probably multiple capacities of your life. So, if your self-limiting belief is, I don't deserve good things, then it's going to show up in your relationships. You may be with people who aren't very nice to you. You may choose friends, or you may be friends with people who aren't very nice to you. It may show up in your work. You may consistently pass up opportunities for growth in terms of promotions from within for a company, in terms of asking for raises, in terms of if people give you compliments, you just immediately reject it and say, oh, no, it was somebody else that did all the work. I just helped. I mean, that not deserving nice things, it can manifest so far as to turn into an eating disorder. I mean, a lot of, not to make this all clinical on you, but, a lot of folks like restricting things because you don't deserve good things. You can imagine how that shows up related to food. It can show up with doing nice things for yourself. I mean, if I said to you, I want you to spend some time loving yourself, go get a manicure, go get a pedicure, go get a hot stone massage, go for a freaking walk in nature, you might say, no, I have so much to do. I can't spend that amount of time on myself. So you're getting a feel for in this particular example, what a self-limiting belief can be and how it can manifest. My belief about them is that they absolutely show up in every area of your life. So the good thing in terms of from a coaching perspective is that if you come to me about your relationship and you say, look, I'm always attracting these types of guys. We dive in, we figure out what that self-limiting belief is or what else is going on. The other areas of your life will also benefit because you're releasing this belief. You're getting rid of it. You're shedding it. If something doesn't serve you anymore, fucking let it go. I mean, literally, be done with it. We don't have to hold on to things that aren't life enhancing and aren't soul enhancing and don't make us feel good. That's not to say that we should just, anytime we face a hardship or trial, we should just walk the other way. I hope that doesn't come across that way because that's not my intention. But the beliefs that we hold, they color everything that we do. So those are really sacred. And if we don't know that we hold beliefs that are shitty, how can we be living our most sacred and enriched life? We can't be. That's just that you can't be living life to your fullest in however that looks. I'm not talking about your life's going to look like this and this and this. No, it's your fullest life. You can't get that way when you're holding yourself back. So, it's my little soapbox. Moving on to how to kind of recognize and deal with these. So, I would argue that we all have some. Some people may have self-limiting beliefs that are more intense than others. That's just the nature of the beliefs. It's neither here nor there. The first step in dealing with these is awareness. You have got to figure out what these beliefs are. You have to figure out what they are. If you don't know, then you can't change them. And I mean, there's nothing you can do about them unless you know what they are. You can Band-Aid fix things, and that's fine. If I shoved a piece of glass in your arm and put a Band-Aid over it, you might say, well, it looks better. Fucking hurts still, right? It's still there. We got to take that glass out. Otherwise, you can't fully heal. So, the first key is really awareness. And this is something that takes time to kind of deal with and process and work through. And that's okay. We have a boatload of time potentially. We have the rest of our lives in front of us. However long those lives are, we still have some level of time left. Like I said, number one is awareness. Meditation, mindfulness, yoga, nature, things that get you connected to your body in some way, so you're focused on what's going on right here, you know, things that quiet your mind. In terms of quiet your mind is bad language, because then you might think you're doing meditation wrong if you have thoughts, and that's not what I mean. Things that get you focused back in on your body and what's going on. Those are the things you should be practicing to build up your awareness. Additionally, set a little a rubber band on your wrist, and every time you notice it, you think to yourself, what am I thinking right now? How am I feeling right now? Start to become aware of the thoughts in your head. We have a lot of scripts that play, kind of tapes that just play over and over and over. And, you know, the why doesn't matter at this point. They're from childhood, they're from adolescence. That's not significant in this context. But we can start to change those tapes, and we can start to change those scripts. So again, I can't reiterate this enough. Awareness is number one. Number two comes the conscious decision piece. This is going to feel very trite. I'm warning you in advance. You are going to be aware of a self-limiting belief, excuse me. And then you're going to start to, the trite piece is that I want you to write down the beliefs and then counter them with other thoughts. Literally write down, I'm not good enough with, so that's your negative belief, your self-limiting belief. Counter it with, I am enough as I am, period. And I want you to consciously choose to say the second one. You have to make a conscious decision. That's where it feels trite, because you might feel like in this moment, that's stupid. I don't feel that way though. It doesn't matter if you feel that way. Right now you feel shitty because you have a self-limiting belief. If you want to feel better, you have to start changing your beliefs, right? And if you've had this, let's say you're 30 years old, maybe you're 40, 50, 15, I don't know, it doesn't matter. The majority of your life you've had this belief. Why in the world would adopting a new one feel like it fits in the first week? It doesn't. It doesn't. Ultimately, it's going to feel better. Trust that, but right in this moment, it might feel kind of like, this is dumb. Just keep doing it. I promise. Just keep showing up. Keep consciously choosing to think differently. So you have to have the awareness piece, like I said, which is number one. Additionally is the making the conscious decision to think differently, to start to incorporate new tapes. And if you are so far, this is Cody. Hey, bud. Hello. He says hi. I'm just getting comfy. I'm going to lay behind you. Thank you. There you go. I think he wants me to move. I'm not going to. So if you... I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. So there's the awareness piece, like I said. And if you are so far into this kind of the negative kind of language, using negative talk for yourself, I would say whenever you get to step two and you start to counter your beliefs, act like you're talking to your best friend. What would you say to your best friend if he or she or Z said to you, I don't deserve nice things? Oh my God. I think I would just pour my heart out to one of my best friends and say, what are you talking about? You're the most beautiful, like most wonderful person I know. You deserve wonderful, beautiful, glorious, good things to happen to you. That's it. Imagine that you're having that conversation with your best friend. That's how you need to be talking to yourself. That's you. You need to become your own best friend. So it's fine if you think of your other best friend, your best friend that's not you while you're doing this. But ultimately, the type of language and conversation that you have with your best friend should, I do not use the term should lightly, but ultimately that language and that conversation should be the way you talk to yourself, with love, with compassion, with joy, with not limiting beliefs, just with affection and friendship and camaraderie. I mean, these are really significant things. We spend our whole life with ourselves. I mean, if we're not our own best friend, I don't know, that wouldn't be super fun. Those are the two main pieces. The third piece is following through. So you might feel excited, you might start this for a week, and then you're like, this sucks, I'm done. Please follow through. Don't do that. Stay with it. For commit to a week. Maybe that's all you can stomach right now. Fine. Once you're in that week, commit to another week. Once you're in that week, commit to another week. Every day, recommit to this practice. Every day, recommit to being aware, to countering those negative beliefs. And it's scary. Whenever you start to believe new things, it can be overwhelming. It can feel like, oh my God, what if I am good? Oh, like, what if I deserve good things? Oh, that's really uncomfortable. That's part of it. You have to grow into feeling like this new belief is true. And part of it is sitting in that discomfort that might come up whenever you start to really embrace the countering thought, which will ultimately be your new belief. So, I love this stuff so much. I really do. It can be really intense work. Sometimes it's light and sometimes it's really wonderful. And even when it's intense, it's wonderful, but it's just in a different way. It's just a little bit more heavy, a little bit, can be really raw for people. So I love you. I hope this was helpful in some way. I really hope that you can start to counter your beliefs and that you start to become aware of the limiting ones. And if you ever have questions, make sure to shoot me an email, Tara@simplifyyourexistence.com. Excuse me, one more time, Tara@simplifyyourexistence.com. Subscribe below and also like this video if you liked it. Additionally, leave me comments. So what do you want to hear about? Are there specific beliefs that you need help countering? Are there specific areas of your life that you feel like you're limiting, but you don't see how it's showing up otherwise? Just ask. Totally awesome. We can speak to all those things. So I hope you have a great day. I hope I have a great day too. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.